And hello, everyone. My name is Crystal Myers Barber. Today is July the 2nd, 2024. I'm trying to make sense of the news report that just occurred here in Southern California. As a matter of fact, in a very popular shopping area called Fashion Island, it is a mall in Newport Beach, California. In broad daylight, a woman, actually, there was a couple that were they attempted a robbery, and let's just get into this right now. Let's go take a look at this story. This is really hard to believe here. Just hold on one second. I'm gonna bring this right up. I've been trying to follow this and try to get an understanding of how this could occur. And so Orange County Register, this left one person dead. And this is right beside, just so if anybody is from here, my husband and I, we go to Whole Foods. This is right beside Whole Foods. This happened to occur on the one side of the Fashion Island where it is, they have the Barnes and Nobles, and it's Whole Foods, right beside Whole Foods, basically. So this was in the middle of the day. The story just broke probably an hour ago. Trying to look at the time frame here. It's 7:18. I know it's before 5 o'clock when this occurred. So a 69-year-old woman was killed in a failed robbery attempt at the upscale Fashion Island Mall in Newport Beach today. 3 suspects were taken into custody. According to Newport Beach Police Sergeant Steve Oberon, husband and wife were walking outside the mall. This was outside the mall near the Barnes and Noble store, around 3:30 today in the afternoon, when they were approached by 2 male suspects who attempted to rob them. A struggle ensued, during which the woman was dragged into the parking lot area, where she was subsequently run over by the suspect's white Toyota Camry. The police sergeant said, she's 69 years old. They must have dragged her out to the parking lot. We park right in the area all the time. One of the suspects fled the scene on foot and fired several shots. So when I started hearing the story that was breaking, I kind of thought that these people were shot. So this person was running and they were firing shots while fleeing, but nobody was struck. This police officer said the remaining suspects drove off in the Camry. These 2 suspects led authorities on a chase that led to Southgate in LA County. The driver eventually pulled into a neighborhood and both suspects tried to flee on foot, but both were taken into custody. The 3rd suspect was also caught and arrested, possibly in Cypress, which is also in LA County. The name of the woman who died was not immediately released. The police officer said her husband was not believed to have been injured. This is devastating. This goes on to say no other injuries have been reported. And this is a shock. And of course, it is a shock. Doesn't normally happen here. But what we are seeing, just so you understand, we are having an uptick in people just getting robbed. If you walk out with, jewelry, and these people are picking South Coast Plaza in Costa Mesa. There was a couple that was just followed home in Irvine just last night, and they report that they had $80,000 worth of jewelry taken. So what is happening is these are wealthy areas, and so these criminals are hiding out and they're just robbing people. They're so bold and brazen because they know that I guess they can get away with it. They're just robbing people in broad daylight. So if you have a nice purse, this nice jewelry, I don't know the circumstances here, but this is really troubling. I'm going to go back over to this story and see if there's anything else that they are releasing. I know we were watching this on a video and they were showing the man. He was either Middle Eastern or a Black person that they caught, but it looked more to me like when I was looking at that, it was a very dark-skinned person. I couldn't quite get the visual. Newport Beach Mayor Will O'Neill lashed out at the suspects, calling them creeps and decrying the stunning, staggering attack. And this is bold. You can't get no more boldness. 3:30 in the afternoon at Fashion Island, right beside a grocery store, basically. Newport Beach is a safe community, the mayor goes on to say, and we're mourning the loss of someone, he said. Frankly, to hell with these guys. These are thugs. Every community is now dealing with this. And he's right. Every community, from whether it be Costa Mesa, Newport Beach, Irvine. Irvine was supposed to be the safest city in the United States. They said that forever. But going back to this, it says we cannot tolerate this. O'Neill praised law enforcement for catching the 3 male suspects. Let me see if there's anything else. I'm a little shaken because my husband and I, we go there a lot, and I know a lot of my friends go out there, and you just don't expect things to happen in the middle of the day on a Tuesday. You're just out and about, and I don't even know what they tried to steal. At this point, they're not releasing this. New video from the scene showed a police had placed a tent over the victim on a street at the center, and then they were roping it off. And I know that in one report I had read, they were one nearby restaurant. It was in the LA Times. There were people running all over the place. They were in panic, and they ran into one of the restaurants nearby, and they were locked the doors. So this is just going to cause a lot of fear in the community. Of course, there were helicopters flying around, and they caught the people pretty fast, which is nice. But I don't. Let's see. Yeah, it says about 20 people were running and screaming. Someone shooting. They locked us in the restaurant, and they were talking about how they heard one person was dead. They thought several were injured, but it turned out not to be true because the people that were doing this the gunfire miraculously didn't hit anybody as they were running away from the police. I guess they thought they could just jump in the car and run and get away. Like these thugs have been getting away a lot. And I don't know how. Newport Beach is a safe community. We're mourning the loss of someone. So they're just kind of repeating that. It's just a scary time. I'm going to go right now, and I'm just going to see if I can find the video of this. If KTLA, let's see, Orange County Register has not, LA Times did not release any video, but we saw a video. Paul, was the video ABC 7 by any chance? Do you know? Yeah, let's just see. I'm just looking over all the reports. KCAL, KTLA 5, same. Here it is. I've got it. Oh, okay. Let me show you all this. I found it. I found a picture of the person. Let me make this really big. Okay, so KTLA has a picture. This kid looks so young. Look at this. He looks so young. Oh my God. Look at that kid. He looks like he's like 17. This is just crazy. What is going on with these young kids? My God. That's okay. So I guess this was I don't even think this was the person that I saw, but maybe it was. But this is just shocking. I'm shocked. I'm so sad about this. It's just a terrible situation. Okay, ABC 7, and these types of things are happening so much. It's almost like a spirit of fear, is trying to come over and take our communities. We just have to bind that in the name of Jesus and rebuke it and pray against this and ask God where to go. Woman killed when struck by suspect's car. And I'm just kind of looking at all the reports. Just there a few days ago, unnecessary, very unnecessary. God, I just, anyway, I wanted to show you this and let you know what just happened here in Southern California. And if I get any more updates, and especially if I get any more footage, I definitely will let you know. I'm going to look one more time. We're going to see. I'm going to sweep the web real quick. CBS, everybody's broke the story. And, I can show you right here. Everybody's broken the story. This is big news. And it's not normal. You don't normally have people doing this in the middle of the day at Newport Beach. This is definitely not a typical situation. Let me see. Suspects led officers from pursuit. I think the internet is overloaded right now. trying to pull this up. I'm just very disappointed in the environment before the 4th and the types, the types of things that are going on. And we have all these people over here crossing over, and we don't know who they are. They Border Patrol, they talk about this all the time. Okay, here, let me show you this one. This is another report I just found, if it'll let me show you this. Okay, this is the one I saw a video. Good God, look at this. A group of suspects led police on a cross-country pursuit after opening fire and running over a woman at Fashion Island Mall. And then they go on and say that witnesses said that heard 3 to 4 gunshots before everyone tried to find cover. Officers asked residents to avoid the area while they continued their investigation. And the suspects went 110 miles per hour while on the westbound 105 freeway. After exiting the freeway, 2 more men jumped out of the car and started running around a nearby Southgate neighborhood. Police found one of the suspects hiding behind trash cans at a nearby house. Here's the picture. The video I saw was this. It must have been that young boy I just showed y'all. And they had the, I think we saw a video, but they just have this picture here beside the car, because it's the exact car that was covered. So officers were able to locate, and they say that there were only 3 suspects, and they said they caught every one of them. So, and this is a developing story. So we don't know the name of the couple or anything. That's all I have. That's all I have right now. Sorry to come in and report this sad situation. And it is a sad, incredibly sad situation that we're seeing the uptick in the crime here. And the fact that last night, I told you, I said there's this couple and they were followed home. They were followed home, Irvine, and robbed. They were robbed at gunpoint. 1 day ago, Irvine couple robbed at gunpoint in front of home. So, I mean, we're getting daily stories like this. This was the first. This is July the 1st, Monday, just yesterday, 22 hours ago. They did not want to be identified. They said several armed men ambushed them right after they pulled into their garage. And they report that the robbery, that they took their lady's purse, her phone, jewelry, and everything. And so luckily did not shoot them. They just took their possessions. Apparently she had come back from dinner and she was really dressed up, I think, and she had a bunch of jewelry on. And so they just robbed him. Like, they just followed him home and robbed him at gunpoint. So that's what I remember from that story. I mean, but really, this is too many reports going on. If you were to, type this stuff in, too many reports of this happening. Absolutely. And absolutely unnecessary. So sorry about that. My computer's freezing up. Let's go back over here. Anyway, that is a shame, a crying shame that we are in a situation like this. And that right here, 2 days before the 4th of July, that these types of situations are going on. So anyway, please do be vigilant out there and ask God before you go places. And just, be at peace. Do not take a spirit of fear. We cannot live in fear. And so I bless y'all in the name of Jesus. Thanks for watching. And I'll be back hopefully for more better news.